cardigan that I got from Primark. I've just got it off the shoulder because I thought then I can pull it down for when I do my vaccination. And we're gonna go get our booster. Or at least I am. Luke's undecided. He's still got a few days left before it ticks over, So we went to this coffee bar in Stuttgart called Holanda Bar. I think that's what it's called. But they specialise in, it's like a special coffee roaster and they roast in-house. Just sitting here in the steps, in the sun. Good morning. My name is Michaela. I'm a PhD student who's moved from New Zealand to Germany. Today is booster day. I have to go get my booster because in Germany they've introduced new regulations where after 3 months from your last vaccination you have to go and get a next one. So we're going to go get our booster today. I've written a schedule for today because I'm Michaela and I write schedules for everything. So we're going to the gym early so that I don't have to even think about going to the gym after the booster. I'm probably just going to take a couple of days off. But I took a quick test last night and they work for 24 hours. So I went to the gym last night and then hoping to go again this morning. It's just going to be a super light session, but it's just to move my body before the vaccination. And then we're going to go to Stuttgart and we're going to get the booster and hopefully set up a bank account and go get a houseplant and just get the last few things that we need to get before I start my PhD. So welcome to the video. Thanks for clicking on it. We've got a lot happening today and I'll bring you along for it. So this is what I'm wearing today to go into Stuttgart. I've just got this cardigan that I got from Primark. I've just got it off the shoulder because I thought then I can pull it down for when I do my vaccination. And then I've got these blue jeans which are also from Primark. And then I'm just going to wear my boots which I got from Galleria, and I slept in plaits overnight because I washed my hair and I can't sleep with it wet, otherwise it just becomes a frizz bomb. So I put plaits in and it just, yeah, looks very nice. This necklace, I think it's from Michael Hill. A bunch of my friends Got it for me when I was leaving New Zealand, and that's kind of the only thing that I feel like wearing today, because normally I wear lots of rings, and yeah, I find it gets caught on my gloves at the moment, so that'll probably become a summer thing. But yeah, this is it for today. We're at the train station now, already finally out of the house, and we're gonna go get our booster. Or at least I am. Luke's undecided. He's still got a few days left before it ticks over, so we're trying to figure out if we should push it out longer.
Stretch it out as long as we
Stretch it
can.
out. Or if we're just gonna go get it. So I guess we'll find out. So we went to this coffee bar in Stuttgart called Holanka Bar. I think that's what it's called. But they specialise in, it's like a special coffee roaster, and they roast in-house. And they had, it's called a winter trial. So they have coffee and chocolate and Lebkuchen coffee, which is so good. So that's what we ordered. Just sitting here on the steps in the sun. Terrible lighting, but yeah, it's exciting. We have no idea what this is. Oh, look at this plant, look at this plant. Oh, all these ones. Look at it. All those ones. That one looks like a rose. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I just think it looks, I feel like this looks cleaner and more modern.
Yeah. How many are there wanting?
Well, did you want to get one that's program rather than part of your celebratory starting?
Look at that one. Oh, they're all so pretty. Oh, can we go look at the flower one? Oh, the little... Are we gonna get a watering can? We probably don't need one. Oh, these things are cool. What's that? Oh.
Yeah, this is the same thing I had.
Yeah, the one that flew everywhere. Not flew, went everywhere. Grew down now. Oh, these ones. Not quite. I do like these ones. Oh, where's one of these? Because isn't this the star? Like the dripping star one? Alright. Do we want one that big? What about the monsteras? Do they have monsteras? Not the monstera, oh my. It's kind of like a monstera. Don't really know what it is. But it's really pretty.
Oh, here, it is the one.
Is it? Here we go. Oh, it's so pretty.
Hoping we get the one with the bags, it'll be easier though.
Yeah. Do we need a new pot for it as well then? Because it's almost falling out of the pot. Can you see?
Yeah, did you want to get some like clean, white looking ones?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
want
you were finally going to have a monstera.
Or should I just bring it?
Yeah, you could just bring it.
This one? Like this exact one?
Yeah, do you like the hole? The single hole?
Yeah, I feel like this one's pretty happy as well.
The single hole. The happy plant. Yay, and now we go pot hunting.
Actually, do you know what they're cool with some charcoal ones? Because like everything
Yes.
is like,
Yeah.
if you want to add a colour.
No. I like the charcoal. I'm boring. Is that the right size or do you need the next one up?
I need the next one up, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think the next one up.
So it's got some room.
Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty.
So we're going to make the charcoals just kind of give it
Yeah. It works well with the green. Do you say you don't know how you're going to get it out now?
Try not to damage it. So what, that size?
Isn't there one beside it? They're not the two same size.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh.
That's what I said.
Big enough?
Yeah, I think so. That's good. In.
Yeah.
Nice.
You like the charcoal?
I do like the charcoal. See, look at this. Ah. Displaying the plant. So pretty. I know. The matching spray bottle. €9 for a spray bottle though.
Okay, one more.
One more? What about two? We're trying to decide between this one,
Do you like these?
which we had in New Zealand. I do, but what was that other one? Oh, but the lilies. I feel like that's for my mum. Plus, I think Sarah said that lilies are really easy to look after.
Now, which type do you want?
I don't know.
There's this one, or there's that one with the little skinny flowers.
I prefer these ones, personally.
And you want to put the white over the pink?
Yeah, I don't like the pink. I feel like the pink looks cheap. Plus, my mum always had the white. See, look, it's even like color changing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
But then, what are we doing about
That one?
that one?
Do you want
Which do you prefer? We could just have three.
I feel like this goes, these two kind of fit
Go better together? Yeah. We could always come back for that one another time if we want another plant.
Okay, which lily do you want?
I mean, I prefer that one behind it. Personally. Apart from the sad guy on the edge, but
We can cut them off.
we can cut him off. So we're now back home. It's been a really, really long day, but we finally got back home. It's like 4:30 or something. 4:50. Dang. I think we got home at about 4:30. But I had originally intended to get home at like 2, I think. That didn't happen. We ended up taking a lot longer to do everything. And we went for a bit of a shopping spree. Not like a clothing or anything crazy, but yeah, we just went out and got some extra stuff that we needed but hadn't actually ended up getting at any point. So it took a bit longer than we were anticipating. Plus we turned up to the bank when they were on their lunch break, so we couldn't actually see them and we had to find something else to do in the meantime. So yeah, I'm just going to talk through like what we did and also show what we bought, because it's all stuff for the house, finishing touches for my desk and for the apartment. And yeah, so we got to Stuttgart Centre and we first went to go to the bank, but that was when they were on their lunch break. I had intended to get there at like 10, but between going to the gym and then coming home and making breakfast, it just didn't happen. So we went to the bank and they were closed. So then we decided to go get some other stuff while we were waiting. So one of the first places we went to was Saturn. And then after we went to Saturn, we went to go get coffee. And there's this like in-house roaster that I have been dying to go and see, because when I was working in a cafe in Auckland, we had an in-house roaster and the beans were just next level. Like it's so different getting beans that are roasted, if not on the day that you buy them, but like a few days prior, versus stuff that's been sitting in the supermarket for like weeks. So we went to, I think it's called Hollander Bar, but it's where I videoed one of the last clips. But they've got all their own like fresh beans, and they've got like 7 different types or something. So it was quite cool. We're gonna try a bunch of different ones just to see which flavor or which roast we like. And then we went back to the bank and it was such a mess. So I called up the bank. Well, actually, I filled in the form online saying that my husband and I want to have a joint bank account and we're new to Germany. And I got a call back from somebody and they're like, yeah, no worries, you can come in, like just need to bring your residence permit thing and bring your passports, and then we can like set it up while you're in there. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever, like we'll come in then. I thought I had to book an appointment, but apparently not. And so then we turn up there today. Not only were they on their lunch break when we first got there, but then they said that we have to have like proof of our visa, which nobody said to me the other day, and I haven't seen anything like that online. But because we entered on the 90-day visa-free period, we don't have like a physical copy of a visa. Like if we had the Schengen visa, for example, which is what most countries require to apply for that 90-day period, then we'd be able to go in, but we couldn't because we don't have to have the Schengen visa to enter because we're from New Zealand. And Luke's from the UK, and you can just enter visa-free for 90 days. So then I couldn't even present that, and it was just a whole mess. So we're either going to wait until after we get our visa, because it's a really good bank, and I've heard some really good things about it, or we're going to try one of the other banks, because they said that we can also try another bank, and they might not require a visa, which I find really strange, because you can register in the city without having to have your visa, but then to get a bank account you have to show your visa. So I don't know, it was a bit confusing. So we had that. Oh, and I also forgot to say that I got my booster, which was the first thing that we did. So I got my booster and it was so quick. Like, I don't know, in New Zealand, everywhere that we've been, you like have to go in and like you have to register before and have an appointment. That's like our experience. I know that there are some places where you can just turn up. But even when I was at my GP, like you had to go in and then you had to wait. They do your shot and then you have to go sit down and wait for like 20 to 30 minutes and then you can leave. But this one, I just had to fill out a form and then I walked in and they sent me straight to a person. And they're like, did you have any side effects from your last vaccinations? And I said no. And then I got the vaccine and then I was gone. So it was like so much quicker than I expected. The only thing was that, he went and put the vaccine in my arm. And then he just like stood there for a second and I was like, is everything okay? And he's like, I was like, what the heck is happening? And it was like jabbed into my arm. And then he pulled it out and he's like, hang on. And he emptied the whole vaccine into a bin and then he discarded the needle. And then he's like, sorry, I have to do that again. When I put it in your arm, I noticed that it was a double dose. So somebody hadn't loaded it properly. And I was like, okay, you couldn't have said that or like pulled it out straight away, but you just stood there with it jabbed into my arm. So then he had to jab me again. So I technically had like 2 jabs today, but only 1 vaccine. So it was a little bit not the greatest, but it's fine. We're done now. I've got a bit of a dead arm, but I'm not feeling woozy or anything. I know with my last 2 vaccines, I was feeling worse like later on in the day or the next day, but it was more just tiredness, like slight dizziness, but I've never had a bad reaction, so I'll probably be fine. So anyway, we did the vaccination, and then we went to DM, which is like drugstore. We don't really have drugstores in New Zealand because, yeah, I guess all of the cosmetics and stuff like that you'd normally buy from something like Kmart, or even like you can get it in a department store. But in Germany, they have drugstores, which I've heard about on YouTube for years and can finally experience. Anyway, we went to DM a few days ago, but just like to pick up some stuff. And then we ended up picking up some more stuff today. And then this is probably the most exciting part of this whole thing. But we went to OBI. It's like a really big garden centre in Feuerbach. It's the closest garden centre that I could find. And we were originally just going to get some houseplants because I feel like I've been wanting houseplants for the longest time, just to finish off this apartment and just to, yeah, I don't know, make it seem a bit less sterile. Because we can't do anything like, I mean, I don't really want to paint the walls, but we can't hang up too many things, and there's only so many blue tack things that you can stick to the wall. So we got some houseplants. But while we were there, we also managed to get some other things that we've been looking for. So we got one of those like push lights. It's literally called a push light, I think. But we wanted to put it above the coffee machine so that when I'm filming making a coffee, you can actually see. But also not just filming making a coffee, but being able to see the water level at the back of the tank, at the back of the coffee machine. It would just be handy to have some light. So we got one of these push lights. And then we got some command hooks so that we can stick up the fairy lights finally, because they're still just sat in a ball because we haven't been able to do anything with them. And then Luke bought a socket set? No, a screwdriver set. It's like a 32-piece screwdriver set because we've been trying, I don't know, we just keep forgetting to buy it and then we keep needing it and we don't have it. So finally got one of those. And then our houseplants. So our friends in New Zealand, Matilda and Candup, they had a Monstera, and ever since seeing their Monstera and how good it looks, I've been dying to have one. And it's just, I don't know, it's really cute. It's got a little hole in that one, but then the rest of them are quite, you know, like clean. And then we also got this plant pot so that it's got room to grow, because at the moment it's just in its own one, but the soil is overflowing and it's kind of, yeah, falling out of its pot. So we got another pot so that it's bigger, but then it will also match the pot for our other plant. And then we got some lilies. Oh, they're so pretty. So we need to cut off a few of the dead leaves, but I just like this one. They're not just white, they're like white and green, which I thought was really cute. And then we've got the same pot, so we're going to repot this as well. But oh, I just love these plants. And I thought my mum really, really loves lilies. And then my friend Sarah has a peace lily, I think. And she said it's super easy to look after. So I thought, do you know what? We'll just get some lilies. Hopefully they're easy to work with. And then like we just got some potting mix as well so that we can repot them. And we're just gonna slowly work through it as we upsize them. But yeah, that's what we got. I might just leave that there for today. Thanks for coming along while I got my, the whole purpose of this was to document my booster, and then it didn't happen. I kind of just talked about it afterwards. And we also ended up turning the rest of the day into a bit of a shopping spree. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for enjoying this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching the video, I should say. Thanks for watching the video. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. And keep commenting. I'm really enjoying responding to everyone's messages, and it's been really helpful. Like, I started these videos literally just to document my life because I have such a terrible memory that I find it really hard to remember everything that I get up to on a day-to-day basis. So I thought I'd start these videos for me. But for some reason, people are subscribing to my channel and they're enjoying it, which is really cool. And it makes me really happy. But I don't know very much about video editing or about doing music or anything. So keep commenting. It's been really nice to chat with you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in another vlog, which will be coming out very shortly. See ya.